What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NYF. Now, if you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some more gaming content soon, give this video a like, and for you, go subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Now, let's go get into this video. Listen, I'm gonna make this a quick video. I'm busy. If you guys can't tell by the background noise, I'm somewhere. I'm somewhere where I usually don't record my videos, so nothing I can really do about it. Hopefully, with whichever instrumental I use, berries, whatever's whatever going on in the background. But listen, my reaction to Leon Rose being the president of basketball operations of the Knicks. This is my reaction. Listen, Leon Rose, I'm not digging it. I'll be real. I'm not digging it. Already, of course, the last time I spoke about my Knicks, I buried them in the phenomenal jungle. Okay, I put them to peace. I put their front office, and I put James Dolan in peace. I know they're probably unconscious right now after those hollow tips, those lyrical hollow tips I gave them. They're probably unconscious right now. Hopefully, they come back to reality. However, back to the topic at hand. Listen, Leon Rose, I'm not going to bug out about him being basketball operations due to his NBA connections. He has a lot of connections around. Of course, he worked with LeBron. He worked with a lot of superstars, Chris Paul. He even got some young guys in his camp like Cat, D'Angelo Russell, believe Tatum, or whoever. He has a lot of connections around the league. He's been around the business. So I'm not bugging out about that. What I'm bugging out is his basketball knowledge. We made so many big moves. This is another quick hiring by James Dolan. Listen, I would rather have someone who can come in and actually have some experience in, as GM, as basketball operations, somebody that's had that role before, around the league. I want someone who's had some experience in the front office. Leon Rose has no experience in the front office. And it looks like we just make moves to make moves. That was just to make a splash move, in my opinion. It was just a splash move to get the headlines going. I mean, the past 2 to 3 days, there's been nothing but Knicks talk, honestly. So, James Dolan has that. And this has been the message that I've been getting, is that Leon Rose, his focus is not to build around these young players. His goal is not to build around RJ Barrett or Money Mitch or Kevin Knox or Frank Ntilikina, whoever. It seems like the message around town is Leon Rose's biggest focus is to attract big-time superstars. We've been trying to do this for the past 20 years. When will we learn? When will James Dolan, when will the front office, when will Knicks media know that doing what we've done for the past 20 years, hunting for a big star to come play in the Garden just because that doesn't work. It doesn't work. We saw it this year. As much as I didn't want KD and Kyrie to come to the Garden, I'm still happy about that. And I'm probably about to make a KD video because he's been bugging out lately. Listen, I didn't bug out about KD and Kyrie not going to Brooklyn. I honestly didn't want them in New York. But that just shows, even there, we can't attract superstars. We just don't. The only superstar that I know the past 10 years that actually wanted to come in the Garden was Melo. And that's because he's from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So he got that, but LeBron, LeBron hasn't really thought about coming to the Garden. There was a chance where he could have got D-Wade. He stayed in Miami. We just don't attract big superstars in it. And it looks like the plan is that the Knicks are going for is trying to get one of these superstars. And I think their plan is to go after the Greek Freak. No, that's not going to work. The Greek Freak is not coming to the Garden. And I'm tired of seeing, our front office not try to rebuild around these young stars. We never do it. I don't get why we won't try to build around the young pieces we have. We have a lot of good talent. RJ Barrett is the savior. He's the savior. How many times I gotta tell you? RJ Barrett is the savior to save us from this disaster that we've been through for the past 5 to 10 years. I mean, why not build around the young guys? That's my message. Why not build around these young guys? I mean, if our main goal is to attract superstars in the upcoming years, why didn't we keep Marcus Morris? So a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense. It's already been talk about Leon Rose trying to get his own staff in there, trying to get his own personnel. Already talking about possibly getting a new coach next year. I honestly hope that we keep Mike Miller. I've been loving what I've been seeing from Mike Miller. He brings the intensity. He's all about basketball, all about the X's and O's. Really doesn't care about the spotlight, and that's what I like. I like this gritty, grimy basketball feel that I'm really feeling right now. I like what I'm seeing from Mike Miller, and it just feels that Leon Rose wants to go in the total opposite direction. He wants the big name, the big stars, and that's put us in, total disaster mode for the past 20 years. We tried to go after Stephon Marbury and Steve Francis in the mid 2000s. That didn't work out. We went for Melo. It looked promising for a bit, but things didn't fall off. Then in the latter part of the Melo era, we tried to go for Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah. We got the entire crew. We thought it was going to be the Super Team 2.0 in 2017. And I'm going to be honest, I fell for it. That didn't work out. We saw what happened with the Porzingis deal. And all of that was, of course, during the Phil Jackson era. So we already know how that went. So, there's really never been a time until now that we actually been building around young players like the RJ Barretts, like the Money Mitts, like the Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina's, DeMar Dotson. So let's let these young players play it out, man. I just don't understand why the Knicks front office wants to go after big superstars when we can't attract them. Nobody wants to come play in the Garden. The Garden is a Garden. It's cool to us. It's cool to us New Yorkers, because it's the Garden. But people all around don't care about the Knicks. Players coming up right now, most of the players, I won't say all, but I would say at least 75% of the players don't care about the Garden. They care about on-court production. We haven't had that since the late 90s, since the 90s, honestly. So let's cool down with all this superstar talk. Let's go ahead and get a few pieces. Let's build around the young guys. Let's let Mike Miller coach them up, and let's do that. I hope Leon Rose, he's just coming in here for big commercial success. He can do some things off the court, bring a few connections, what he do. But I want Mike Miller controlling their own court stuff. I want these young players to build, and to form some chemistry and let it play out. But that's just my thoughts. There's been a lot of Knicks talk. Probably should have had this video out a little bit earlier. Been busy, I'm in school, right? So I can't upload immediately, but here we go. This is what y'all been looking for. This is my reaction. But that's all I really gotta say. Interesting move. Honestly, like I said, I really don't like it. However, I'll let it play out. We'll see how it plays out. But I'm not liking the sound of it right now. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm the Phenomenal, and I'm out. Deuces.